So here we go. The quadratic formula. The quadratic formula will work almost every time. The only time it will not work is if I have imaginary numbers. And technically speaking, it will even work with imaginary numbers if I know how to use them. In this class, we're going to say, don't worry about that. Not solvable, no solution for this class, because we're technically saying no real solution. So the first thing that we need to know is that my equation is in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And then I can always use the quadratic formula to find x. Please take a few minutes and write this down. Please take a few minutes and write down the quadratic formula. In using the quadratic formula, I have to have it memorized. So the one way to remember the quadratic formula is just to memorize x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Or you can memorize a song. And the song that we have goes to Pop Goes the Weasel. And it goes like, I'm not asking you, I'm just going to sing it. It goes like this. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And yes, you can make a little video, audio clip of this and play it over and over for all your friends. So here we go. This is the quadratic formula. You need to have this memorized. Am I going to sing the song to you all the time? Yes. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You have to have this memorized one way or another. How does this work? Example 1. Please write this problem down. We're going to do this together. Use the quadratic formula to solve 3x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals 0. As a math teacher, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is write down the quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. And like it or not, whether or not, the song works. It's cheesy, it's corny, you'll be in the middle of a quiz, and the person next to you is going to be humming it. It happens every semester. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. What is a? A is 3. Stay with me, Corey. What is, well, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So a is 3. What is b? B is 4. What is c? C is 1. As the math teacher, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do, plug in those three numbers. Do not evaluate anything, just plug it in. X equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is 1, all over 2 times 2 times a, which is 3. This is my quadratic formula. Now Miss Robbins over here plugging it into her calculator, plugging and chugging, working her way through it, and that's fantastic. Can you do some of this in your head? Okay. What is 4 squared? 16. What's 4 times 3 times 1? So this is minus 12. What's 2 times 3? 6. I don't know why Corey's becoming Southern all of a sudden, but okay. What is 16 minus 12? Square root of 4 divided by 6. What's the square root of 4? 2. Negative 4 plus or minus 2 divided by 6. What do I have to do now? I can't leave it like that. I need two answers. This can give me two answers. My first answer is x equals negative 4 plus 2 divided by 6. And the second answer is x equals negative 4 minus 2 divided by 6. What's negative 4 plus 2? Negative 2. Divide by 6. Negative 1/3. What's negative 4 minus 2? Negative 6. Divide by 6. Negative 1. These are my two answers, my two separate solutions. Questions? Let's do another one. By the way, this example is in the book. The book does it the way I just did it. Here is example 2. As a math teacher, what do I want you to do first? I need to know A, B, and C. But what else do I want us to know? The quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. What is a? 4. What is b? Negative 6. What is c? Negative 9. Plug in what you know. As a math teacher, I'm not going to simplify anything until I have it all plugged in. X equals negative 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared minus 4 times negative 9 all over 2 times 4. Bloody Gordy detail. Now I'm going to go back and simplify. Am I going too fast? On the video, you can slow things down. Negative 6. Positive 6 plus or minus the square root of. What is negative 6 squared? 36. What is negative 4 times negative 9? Positive 144. What's 2 times 4? 8. Simplify. 6 plus or minus the square root of. What is 36 plus 144? 180. Divide by 8. What do you do now? Is there a perfect square? Is there a perfect square? Is 180 a perfect square? No. Is there a perfect square that divides into 180? Yes. What is it? (36) times 5 is 180. What's the square root of 36? 6. One last thing. Because of the square root, can I break this into two answers and come up with two numbers? No. However, is 6, 6, and 8 all reducible? Yes. Since all three are reducible by 2, I'm going to break this up into 6 over 8 plus or minus 6 square root 5 over 8. You can do that. 6 over 8 is 3 over 4 plus or minus 3 square root 5 over 4. I just reduced that. And that would be my exact answer. Goodbye.